Hello students. So in this lecture we will study two new more methods to access the data frame. These methods are LOC method and ILOC method. These two methods are used to access the subsets of a data frame in the form of rows and columns. This is the syntax to use the methods. First of all, let's learn about the LOC method. So first of all, we will write the data frame object name, that is df. Then we will write the function name LOC, and in square brackets we will write the rows number and column number. Now see this syntax carefully. First you will write with the columns starting row number and ending row number. Then with the comma separator you will write the column name, starting column name and ending column name. So we will use this syntax to access the subset of a data frame. So let's take one example. Let's write one program. Our first statement is importing library. So I am importing pandas library. Next is I am creating a nested dictionary. As you all know, keys of a dictionary will act as headings of the columns of data frame. And within nested dictionary, these keys will act as your index. Let's change these values. So I have created one nested dictionary. Now using this nested dictionary, I will create a data frame. For that, let's take one data frame object name, library, data frame function name, and in parameters we will give as dictionary. Now our data frame has been created. Let's print this data frame. Now see the output in right hand side. So our data frame has been created, which has 4 columns, column 1, column 2, column 3 and column 4. these were your keys of your dictionary. Now similarly within nested dictionary I have given these keys. Now these keys will act as your index, row 1, row 2, row 3. Now we have this data frame having 3 rows and 4 columns. Now we will use the LOC function and ILOC function to extract the subsets from this data frame. Now suppose I want to print only first row. Suppose I want to print only first row. First row has values 10, 11, 12, 13. So I will use that syntax. First of all, write the data frame object name, then LOC, and within square brackets provide the, first you will give the row number and then you give the column number. So suppose now I want to print the first row. So I will write row 1. Row 1. This is my starting row. Now simply I can, let's check the output. Now see, our first row has been printed with values column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, 10, 11, 12, 13. Both print statements have been printed. Let's make this a comment statement. Let's make it hash. Now run. Now see the output. These are the values of your first row having values 10, 11, 12, 13. Now suppose I want to print row 1 and row 2. Row 1 starting row and ending row, row 2. Now see the output. So here is your output. Now row 1 and row 2 has been printed. Row 1 to row 3. So now row 1 to row 3 has been printed. Now I want to print some columns. Rows and columns are separated by comma. I want to print only column 1 and column 4. Column 3 and column 4, suppose. Column 3, 2, now I have given row 1 to row 3 and in columns I have given column 3 and column 4. Now let's see the output. So here is your output. 3 rows have been printed and column 3 and column 4. Now suppose I want to print only one row. Row 2 only. And column 3 and 4. So here is your output. These are the values of column 2, row 2, 22 and 23 from column 3 and 4. Okay, in this way I can use the LOC method. Similarly, if I want to use the ILOC method, this is another method, ILOC method. In this method I will use the location number. For example, I'm changing this one. Let's make this again hash statement. Now I am using the ILOC method. In ILOC method you will use the number, index number. We have 4 columns and 3 rows. So 3 rows means we have 3 index 0, 1 and 2, and 4 columns means indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So syntax is same, df dot iloc, and within square brackets you will give the index number of rows and columns. Now for example, I want to print first row and second row, so I will give from 0 to 2. 0 to 2 means my 0th row and first row will be printed. Similarly, I want to print my first column, so 0 to 1. 0 to 1 means only 0th column will be printed. See this syntax carefully. While I am using iloc method, I will give the parameters in the form of indexes. Now see, in the rows index I have given 0 to 2. That means my 0th row and first row will be printed. And similarly in columns I have given 0 to 1. So my 0th column will be printed. Now see the output. Here my first row, 0th row and first row, these are printed, and in column value first values, only 0th value. Now if I want to change this 0 to 3, that means my 0th column, first column and second column will be printed, and rows are 0 and 1. See, column 1, column 2 and column 3. 0th column, first column and second column, and rows 0th row and first row. If I want to print all rows and with some particular column, so I can give like this also. So here I am getting all rows and these column numbers. So in this way you can use the LOC method and iloc method. These are very simple method, just you have to remember the syntax. Now let's move to our next topic, that is head function and tail function. As you studied in the series, same is in the data frames. Head function and tail function by default fetch you the 5 rows. Head function will fetch you the first 5 rows and tail function will fetch you the last 5 rows. And if you want to fetch some particular number of rows, then you will give the number as a parameter in head function. So same is with the data frame. df.head so now this function has given me first 2 rows. If I want to print only one row, so now only one row is printed. Similarly, tail function, and I have given one parameter, that means tail function will fetch the last row, that is row 3. So see, while I give the head function as one parameter, it give me output as the first row, and tail function it give the output as last row. This is simple and same as the series, head function and tail function. So that's all for the today. Thank you.